Wanted to take a minute and talk about Eddie Van Halen. I was going to write this big thing, and sometimes you just can't even focus enough to write words because it's so devastating. And everybody obviously is going crazy right now and talking about it and obviously processing the whole thing. And I just wanted to post my own kind of words about what Van Halen and Eddie Van Halen meant to me, both as a musician and as also a kid growing up, and as a liver and lover of life. I mean, for starters, on the musical side, we all know, man. I mean, there was no one. Eddie Van Halen, without question, bar none, was the greatest, most influential rock guitarist of all time. I'm sorry, Hendrix, amazing. There's a lot of great ones. But I don't think anybody shook the world like Eddie Van Halen. What he did for the electric guitar, what he did for that feeling of playing the electric guitar is unmatched in rock and roll history. He was the best. There's no one better. And also Van Halen, especially the David Lee Roth era, was the best hard rock band ever. Their albums, from their first album all the way to 1984, those are the best hard rock albums of all time. I mean, period. If you're doing a top 10 of hard rock albums of all time, Van Halen's first, those 5 albums, Van Halen 1, 2, Fair Warning, Women and Children First in 1984, they're the top 5. And then plug in whatever you want, whether it's Aerosmith Rocks or Appetite for Destruction or what. I mean, those are the 5 best, and that pairing of David Lee Roth and Eddie, and just the whole dynamic of what that band was there was nothing like it in history, and nobody could touch them. And if you don't buy that, go just watch the live footage. There was no live band like them. They were insane, man. I could watch their live footage for hours and never get bored. It's so inspiring, it's so uplifting. It made people want to pick up a guitar. The 80s happened because of Eddie Van Halen when it comes to rock music and shred guitar and all those things that happened. It all happened because of him. I mean, he influenced people on levels that just, it resonates, it'll resonate forever. I feel like an atom bomb has exploded in the world today. The air has been sucked out and then just, oh man, it hurts. And even more beyond that, even beyond that, he was the greatest guitarist ever, and his band with Lee Roth was the greatest hard rock band ever. Beyond that, I mean, Eddie Van Halen's a feeling, he's an emotion, he's a time era, he's a worldwide concept. He's something we all feel in our souls that reverberates, especially us musicians and music fans. I mean, no matter what side of the aisle you are, from religious beliefs to political spectrums to whatever, everybody can put their guns down today and say he was the greatest, and he affected us all in the same way. And I think that's the lasting legacy of Eddie, is he. It's not just him, the human and the musician, that died, but it's a feeling, it's a concept, it's a time era, it's so many things, man. It's it's a big part of what made life fun. When growing up as a kid, to have been able to experience that music, to go to Monsters of Rock and see Eddie as a kid in the 80s, it was just unbelievable, man. I mean, I just, say what you want about the Sammy Hagar era, Eddie was still the best. I mean, every guitar solo that guy wrote and composed and played was just otherworldly good, man. I mean, even Beat It, Michael Jackson. I mean, come on. I mean, every solo. And he also played the keyboard so well. Not enough people talk about that, but I love his keyboard work, especially on 1984. I think it's underrated. Yeah, man, it's a devastating day in musical history. I'm really sad. Godspeed, Eddie Van Halen. I'm sure this loss will reverberate for a long time with a lot of us, and I just am still in shock. I'm just gonna rock those albums as much as I can this week, and play as much guitar as I can, and I'm gonna keep going. And I said that to all the musicians out there, man. We're down because of COVID. We're down because of the industry. We're down because of illegal downloading. We've got no money coming in. All of us mid-level bands, it's so freaking hard, man. Just keep going. Keep going in the spirit of that man. It's what made you pick up a guitar, or it's definitely one of the things. And in the spirit of that man, keep going. Don't give up, man. Don't give up. Don't let this virus get you down. Live music's gonna come back. We're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna do it in honor of that guy, man. So thank you, Eddie, for all the music.